you for sharing all of these details. Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi will visit India from Wednesday for talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, focused on boosting trade, investment and strategic cooperation between the two Asian partners. Now, this particular visit follows Prime Minister Modi's trip to Tokyo last year, when Japan pledged to more than double its investment in India to more than $61 billion over the next decade, highlighting deepening economic ties. The two leaders will hold the 16th India-Japan Annual Summit, a mechanism under which the prime ministers of the two countries meet alternately. The summit will review progress across trade, technology, infrastructure, defense and people-to-people ties, while also addressing regional and global issues. NewsX's senior executive editor Megha Sharma joins us on the broadcast to share further details. Megha, over to you. What can we expect from this power-packed visit?
We've got information right now that the Prime Minister of Japan, Sanae Takaichi, will be arriving tomorrow in India at 7 p.m. local time, which is IST. And the engagements will start only the next day, which is on July 2nd. It's 10 a.m. is when there is going to be a ceremonial reception that will be hosted, welcoming Sanae Takaichi. This will happen at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, 11:30 a.m. is right after that a meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This will take place in Hyderabad House. During that meeting, after that meeting concludes at 1:10 p.m. is when the MOUs are going to be exchanged in the presence of the two leaders. This is, of course, going to be followed by the press statements that are going to be made by Prime Minister Modi and the Japanese counterpart, Takaichi. And at 3 p.m. On 2nd of July, when she is going to be participating in a business forum. This forum will gather at Hotel Taj Palace at 3 p.m. She is going to emplane for Tokyo the very next day, which is July 3rd at 11 a.m. So this is the schedule, this is the itinerary of Prime Minister Takaichi, who is here in India for 3 days. And mind you, this is her first visit to India ever since she was elected as the Prime Minister of Japan. Previously, the Prime Minister of India visited Tokyo. This was in August 29th and 30th is when he visited Tokyo, and he had that 15th India-Japan Annual Summit. He was, of course, welcomed and greeted by the then Prime Minister of Japan, Shigeru, and that cycle of reciprocity between India and Japan has continued over the last 16 years now, since this is the 16th India-Japan Annual Summit. Of course, there are a number of matters that will be in discussion. There's trade, investment, more FDI from Japan, mobility agreements to be signed, but most importantly, the focus of strengthening the Indo-Pacific. There was the foreign ministers' meeting of the Indo-Pacific, the foreign ministers' Quad meeting that had also taken place just a month ago, where the foreign ministers of all the 4 Quad nations, including Japan, had arrived in India and participated in it. There is yet another Quad foreign ministers meeting that is taking place in Philippines, as has been announced by the U.S. ambassador to India earlier today. And this will take place in 2 weeks' time, where India's foreign minister as well as Japanese foreign minister will also be participating. So these are some of the key aspects that one can look forward to when this state-level meeting happens between the Indian and the Japanese prime ministers.
All right, with that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast, sharing all of those details. On that note, viewers, we dip into a quick short break. More news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned on NewsX.